exercises number 1 para sa journal entries for merchandising business. Para magkaroon lang ng konting review ng ating lesson. So you have the following transactions. KB Convenience Store began business in June 1 of the current year with an investment of 20,000 cash by the proprietor Camila Dela Tome. So you record the transactions using the general journal. So June 1 deposited cash investment of the proprietor with a bank in the name of the business. Then June 2 paid taxes and licenses amounting to 500 pesos. June 4 purchased store furniture from Dela Cuesta Furniture Shop for 2,500. Terms is 2/10 and over 30. Then on June 5, purchased merchandise from Las Espadas Corporation for 10,000 pesos. Terms is 10, 2/10 and over 30. June 7, cash sales for the week amounted to 5,000 pesos. June 8, paid delivery charge for the June 5 purchase amounting to 200 pesos. June 10, sold merchandise to Elias Trading for 4,500 pesos. Terms 1/5 and over 30. June 11, paid delivery charges for the June 10 sale amounting to 150 pesos. June 13, purchased merchandise from Vito Inc, 5,000 pesos. Terms 10, 2/10 and over 30. Then June 14, paid in full Las Espadas Corporation. June 15, collected in full account of Elias Trading. June 16, cash purchases amounted to 7,500. June 17, freight paid on the above purchase is 300 pesos. Then June 20, received credit of 250 pesos from Dela Cuesta Furniture as allowance for slight defects. And then June 21, returned defective merchandise worth 1,000 pesos bought last June 16. And June 23, paid Vito Incorporated in full. So, nakasagot ka na ba sa mga transactions? So, journal entries ka lang. Okay, para maya-maya check natin kung tama ba yung gawa mo. So, in case na hindi ka naliwanagan kung bakit ganito ang mga entries, mag-comment lang sa comment section or pumunta lang sa group chat natin or you can PM directly sa akin. So, for the first transaction, so ito na yung sagot. For the first transaction, June 1, deposited cash investment of the proprietor with a bank in the name of the business. So, debit cash, 20,000, credit, Dela Tome capital, 20,000. June 2, paid taxes and licenses amounting to 500 pesos. Debit taxes and licenses, 500 pesos, credit cash, 500 pesos. Then we have June 4, purchased store furniture from Dela Cuesta Furniture Shop for 2,500 pesos. Terms is 2/10 and over 30. So, ano bang ibig sabihin nitong terms na to? So, it means that you will get a cash discount of 2% if you pay within 10 days. But, you have to pay within 30 days. So, what will be our entry? Okay, debit lang, store furniture, 2,500, credit, accounts payable, 2,500. So, bakit tayo nag-debit ng store furniture? Bakit hindi purchases? Kasi kung babalikan natin, yung ating store or yung ating business is a convenience store. It's KB Convenience Store. So, hindi tayo nagtitinda ng furnitures. So, yung store furniture ay binili para gamitin sa business. So, kung ito ay gagamitin sa business, or sa operation ng business, ang ating debit is ano ba yung binili. So, we bought store furniture, so we debit store furniture. Okay. So, kailan mo gagamitin ang account na purchases? You only use it if ang binili mo ay binili mo para ibenta. Okay, move on tayo. June 5, purchased merchandise from Las Espadas Corporation for 10,000 pesos. Terms 10, 2/10, and over 30. So, anong ibig sabihin ng terms na to? We have a trade discount of 10%. Yan yung 10. So, may trade discount tayo na 10%. And we have a cash discount of 2% kapag nakabayad tayo within 10 days. But we have to pay within 30 days. So, ano ba ang entry? Our entry will be debit purchases, 9,000. Credit accounts payable, 9,000. So, bakit tayo nag-debit ng purchases? Kasi nga, ang ating pinamili ay merchandise. So, ang ibig sabihin nito, they are intended to be sold. So, kapag ganon, ang pinamili mo ay, ang purpose ng pagbili ay ibebenta, you debit purchases. So, bakit naman 9,000 na lang? Diba 10,000 yon? Kasi nga, may trade discount tayong 10%. So, yung trade discount, automatic yon, tinatanggal natin. Hindi natin siya sinasali sa entry or hindi na siya nire-record. So, pag gawa mo ng journal entries, nakatanggal na agad si trade discount. So, 10% of 10,000 is 1,000 pesos. Minus natin from 10,000, we get 9,000 pesos. So, ang ating entry, debit purchases, credit accounts payable, 9,000 pesos. Now we go to June 7. Cash sales for the week amounted to 5,000. So we debit cash 5,000, credit sales 5,000. Sandali lang, 'di ba? Sana all. Now we go to June 8. Paid delivery charge for the June 5 purchase, 200 pesos. Nasa baba, kinopya ko na yung June 5 purchase para hindi ka na bumalik. So, June 5 purchase, tingnan natin mabuti. Ano ba yung binili ng June 5? Ang binili natin ay merchandise. So, kapag ang binili ay merchandise at nagbayad ka ng delivery charge or transportation cost para sa pinamili mo para ibenta, you are going to debit freight in. So, kailan ba ito nangyayari? Itong ganitong sitwasyon. Kapag ang usapan ninyo ni seller ay FOB, shipping point, meaning si buyer ang mag-shoulder ng transportation expenses. So, yung freight in or also known as transportation in, it is the cost incurred by the buyer in bringing goods to his or her place of business. So, freight in is, ano nga ulit ito? Ginagamit kapag meron kang transportation cost sa mga pinamili mo para ibenta. So, our entry, debit freight in, credit cash, 200 pesos. For the June 10 transaction, sold merchandise to Elias Trading for 4,500 pesos. Terms 1/5 and over 30. So, ano tong terms? Ang terms daw is that you will get a 1% cash discount if you pay within 5 days. But you have to pay within 30 days. So, entry tayo. Debit, accounts receivable, 4,500. Credit, sales, 4,500. Okay, punta tayo sa June 11 transactions. Pay delivery charges for the June 10 sale, 150 pesos. So, balikan natin, ano ba yung nangyari nung June 10? So, nung June 10, tayo ay nagbenta ng merchandise to Elias Trading, 4,500. So, bakit tayo nag-debit ng freight out? Kasi, ginagamit natin ang freight out or transportation out kapag ang ating cost ng delivery or ng transportation cost natin is associated with the delivery of goods from the seller to the buyer. So, ginagamit natin yung freight out kapag ang sumasagot ng expenses sa delivery or sa transportation is si seller. So, nangyayari ito usually kapag ang usapan nila is FOB destination. So, in our case, tayo ang nagbayad ng delivery charges. That's why we debit freight out credit cash 150 pesos. June 13, purchased merchandise from Vito Incorporated, 5,000 pesos. Terms 10, 2 over 10, and over 30. So, ano ba ang ibig sabihin ng ano na to? Ng this one. Nito. Ng 10. So, this is what? This is a trade discount of 10%. May offer din siyang 2% discount if we pay within 10 days. Yun yung 2 over 10. But we have to pay within 30 days. So, ito yung cash discount. So, nag-debit tayo ng purchases, 4,500, credit accounts payable of 4,500 kasi nga, meron tayong trade discount na 10%. So, yung trade discount, tinatanggal na natin yun agad. Hindi natin siya sinasama sa pag-record ng sa pag-journal entries natin. So, tinatanggal na natin siya. Yung nire-record natin ay net of the trade discount na. So, 5,000 less 10%. Okay. So, magkano? 4,500 kasi ang 10% ng 5,000 ay 500 pesos. We go to June 14. Paid in full Las Espadas Corporation. So, balikan natin. Kailan pa nangyari yung namili tayo kay Las Espadas? Nung June 5 yon. We purchased 10,000 pero merong trade discount na 10% kaya ang ating utang ay 9,000 pesos. Nandyan sa baba yung yung entry natin nung June 5. Magbabayad na tayo ngayon. So, check natin. May offer kasi siyang 2% discount if we pay within 10 days. Nakapag-bayad ba tayo? Nakapag-avail ba tayo? Makakapag-avail ba tayo ng discount? So, June 14 minus June 5, we have 9 days. So, pasok tayo sa discount period na 10 days kasi 9 days lang yon. So, 2% times 9,000, we get 180 pesos. Bawas natin sa 9,000 na utang natin. Ang babayaran lang natin ay 8,820. So, our entry, debit accounts payable, credit 9,000, credit purchase discount 180, credit cash 8,820. We go to June 15. Collected in full account of Elias Trading. So, balikan natin si Elias. Kailan ba nangyari si Elias? Si Elias ay noong June 10. Nagbenta tayo sa kanya. Ang ating terms ay 1 over 5. So, kapag nagbayad tayo within 5 days, may 1% discount tayo. Check nga natin. Kailan tayo nagbenta? Ay, mali. Sold pala merchandise to Elias Trading or 4,500. So, kapag nagbayad si Elias sa atin, within 5 days, bibigyan natin siya ng sales discount na 1%. Kailan tayo nagbenta? June 10. Kailan tayo nakakollect? So, nagbayad siya 15. 15 minus 10, 5 days. So, pasok sa ating discount period na 5 days. So, si Elias ay may sales discount na 1%. So, 1% of 4,500 is 45 pesos. Bawas natin yon sa utang ni Elias sa atin na 4,500. So, we have 4,455. So, debit cash, 4,455. Debit sales discount, 45. Credit accounts receivable, 4,500. June 16. Cash purchases amounted to 7,500. O, ito madali lang. Debit purchases, credit cash, 7,500. June 17, freight paid on the above purchase is 300. Yung purchase natin yung above purchase natin is, ayan, June 16. Nagbayad tayo ng freight. Eh, di ba nga, kapag ang purchases ay related sa, kapag ang freight ay related sa purchases, then, debit tayo ng freight in. Pasensya na kayo guys, inaantok na ako. Okay. Next, June 20, received credit of 250 from Dela Cuesta Furniture as allowance for slight defects. So, meron tayong 250 na hinihingi allowance kay Dela Cuesta Furniture. So, balikan natin, paano ba natin binili si furniture? Binili natin siya ng utang kasi nag-credit tayo ng accounts payable noong June 4. So, laging tatandaan kung humingi tayo ng allowance or nagre-return tayo, laging tatandaan kung paano ba natin binili. So, dahil hindi pa naman tayo nakapagbayad, kaya ang mangyayari, debit tayo ng accounts payable para mabawasan yung ating utang, 250, credit store furniture, 250. So, bakit tayo nag-credit ng store furniture? Bakit hindi purchase returns and allowances? Kasi nga, si furniture ay hindi natin binili para ibenta. Ito ay binili natin para gamitin sa operation sa business. So, kapag ang ating allowance or return ay nakakabit sa binili natin para gamitin sa business, ang ating i-credit ay ano ba yung account? So, yun ay store furniture, kaya credit store furniture. Pero, kung ang returns natin or ang hinihingian natin ng allowances ay yung ating pinamili para ibenta or nakakabit sa purchases, ang ating i-credit ay purchase returns and allowances. Now we go to June 21. Return defective merchandise worth 1,000 bought last June 16. So, balikan. Noong June 16, bumili tayo. Paano natin binili? Cash. Ayan. So, dahil cash natin binili, syempre, humingi tayo ng, nag-return tayo. So, babalik dapat sa atin yung cash. Kaya may cash refund dapat tayong 1,000. So, debit cash, credit, purchase returns, and allowances, 1,000. For June 23, paid Vito Incorporated in full. Balikan natin si Vito. Kailan ba yon? Si Vito ay noong June 13. Bumili tayo sa kanya ng 5,000 pero may trade discount tayong 10% kaya 4,500 na lang ang utang natin. May offer siya sa ating 2% discount kapag nagbayad tayo within 10 days. Ito yon. So, nakapagbayad ba tayo within 10 days? June 23 minus June 13, 10 days. So, meron tayong 2% discount. So, magkano yon? 4,500 times 2%, we have 90 pesos. So, ang ating cash payment na lang ay 4,410. So, entry, debit accounts payable, 4,500, credit cash, 4,410, credit purchase discount, 90 pesos. Okay guys, share ko lang sa inyo yung aking favorite na quotation. Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. So, bakit favorite ko to? Kasi nga naniniwala ako that failure is important para ang isang tao ay mag-grow. So, hindi importante na hindi ka nag-fail. Puro ka lang successful sa ginagawa mo. So, importante na ikaw din ay nagkakamali, nakakaranas ng mga failures, natatalo, bumabagsak. Okay? Pero, ang greatest glory talaga is yung after na ikaw ay mag-fail, diba? Tayo ka, bumabangon ka, taas noo. Tuwing matutumba ka, tuwing babagsak ka, tayo lang, bangon lang, kahit gaano kahirap. Pag kinonect natin sa accounting, diba? Ano nga sabi ko sa inyo? Aral lang ng aral. Kahit pagsaksak quizzes, kahit na balibaliktad yung debit at credit, Aral na ng aral, sikap na ng sikap, sagot ng exercises. Okay? Pag hindi alam, magtanong. Oh, that is rising. Every time you fail in your quizzes, in your exercises, oh, kapit lang guys. Kaya yan. Gora. Okay, so kung may tanong, again, pwedeng maglagay sa comment, pwede din sa group chat natin, or pwede din sa mag-PM sa akin. Okay? Thank you. Hopefully, nakatulong ito sa inyo para mas naintindihan yung lesson natin.